So it's not long until our next Quest team event in a couple of days, so there's just a little video about the lead up to that and how we're planning for it. I had my first online lesson with Maddi, the Dressage Coach, who's my sponsor, last week. We've had COVID, so it's been really difficult to get training in because I've not been able to box out anywhere. I've just been hacking like at distance from, you know, people and riding in my field, which is like concrete at the moment. So Maddi really kindly fitted us in over Easter weekend with an online lesson. So we did manage to practice a few bits with that, and then I had a lesson on Tuesday with my usual trainer because I'm now negative for COVID. So yeah, it's kind of messed up our planning towards the competition, but anyway, so yeah, this is a little log of how it goes. So that's the girls going for their dinner. So I just got back from my clinic with East Dorset Riding Club. So yes, it was a really nice lesson with Claire Spear, with two of the other ladies from there. Elf was very sweaty by the end, and because I haven't put his rug on for the last few weeks, where he's been naked a lot, so he's really filthy. So I've just given him a bath in the just with a bucket, so it's not the best. I'm really struggling without a hose pipe, and because my hose thing broke and it's gone off to be fixed, it's not back yet, so it is a bit difficult trying to get him really clean. But anyway, hopefully that'll get the worst of it off. So I'm going to put his onesie on overnight with a rug over the top, just to try and keep him clean, because we've got dressage tomorrow morning. So yeah, just try and keep him dust free overnight, hopefully. Elf has actually, for the last few days, I've put him on the Equine Edge calming powder. Not that he needs a calmer at all in terms of, you know, I can take him to a competition and he's pretty well behaved, but I'm getting a lot of comments on my sheets about having tension. So yeah, I thought I would try the calming powder just as a sort of before competition thing. So I'm not going to keep him on it all the time because I can't afford to, but I thought if I can give it to him a few days before each competition, then we might have a chance of seeing if it makes a difference to the tension, really. So yeah, he's had that for 3 or 4 days, and that's from the Equine Edge. I've used their calming cookies quite a bit and they do work. So yeah, and he was really good in my lesson today actually. He was more relaxed, I would say, than usual, so fingers crossed for tomorrow. Hey Elf. Yes! So Elf's nearly dry now. I put this like really old rug on him that I found in one of my old boxes that came out my old lorry, because I actually forgot to bring the dry rug with me. Because it was in my car and I forgot to swap it over when I was rushing. So I was thinking I would put a lightweight no-fill turnout on him, but it's really quite filthy inside, and having just spent all that time washing him, so I think I'm going to actually put on a Snuggy hood suit. I bought this in their sale at the new year. I haven't even tried it on him yet, but I think it does fit, hopefully. So I'm going to put that on and then just put the lightweight over the top. The reason is I don't really like leaving the body suits on. I've got barbed wire fencing, which isn't ideal, and I don't really want him getting caught on anything. So if anything's going to get caught, I would rather it is the lightweight turnout rug over the top. So we're going to pop the bodysuit on and then just put the lightweight turnout as a top layer, and so hopefully if he rubs up against anything, then at least he's not going to get snagged on it. So, oh, it's quite a lot to these. Alright, what have we got? Ah, this is the head. So, this is, okay, so it's got a flap that goes under his belly as well. And it is a pull-on type, so we're just going to have to hope he's going to be good about it. Right, LB, you going to fit this on? Good boy. Right, I don't know if you can see that. I'll just try and tilt it round a bit. Oh, no drop cheat. There we go. You look beautiful. Okay, so that seems like a nice fit on him, which is good. I did think that there was a hood included with it, or a neck anyway, so I did have another bag. Oh, here we go. So right, so the neck part is separate in the bag, so I'm just gonna try and pop that on him now. Let's just hope he's good. What do you think, Elfie? Oh yes. This way. Put this one on. Oh, that is very tight, isn't it? Okay, so these are meant to be really tight. When I ordered, I did speak to the people there, and they did say you need to have them, you know, they're meant to be difficult to pull on. You're a good boy about that, weren't you? Yeah, you're a good boy about that. Look through this. Here. There. See that side? They do feel quite tight under the jawline when you put them on, but I'm informed that when the horse is grazing and they've got their head down, this loosens off. It's not horribly tight. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm kind of old-fashioned and I'm not used to all these kind of new fangled things. But you know, it is virtually impossible with a grey horse trying to keep it clean in a field that's quite muddy and or dusty. So yeah, we're gonna just have to give this a go and see that hopefully it will keep him clean. So I'm just gonna pop the lightweight turnout rug over the top of that now, and hopefully that will be him done for the night. Yeah, you're a good boy. You were a good boy about that, weren't you? Yes. Oh, are you saying hello? You are. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah, I mean it's quite warm tonight, but because he's damp still, hopefully by the time it gets a bit chillier later on, he shouldn't be too hot now with this on. Oh, right, so yeah, he's ready to go out now. You're going to stay clean for tomorrow? You're going to keep your head clean? Yeah, that's the worst bit, isn't it? I do have a mask that I bought. It's like a Batman hood that goes with the whole outfit, but I just don't like the idea of leaving them on overnight. Just barbed wire fencing. I'm just too stressy about it, so yeah, I'm not going to risk putting that on, and also I don't like the idea that they could move over their eyes overnight, and you wouldn't know and they could be panicking. So yeah, we'll leave that one off for tonight, and I'll just have to tidy up his head in the morning if he looks bad, but hopefully he won't. So yeah, anyway, that's him ready for going out to the field for night times now. So the lorry wouldn't start again, don't know why, had to use the jump pack. Anyway, got here in time to quickly do the cooling the test for one of my team members, and then we've done some quick packs. So yeah, just going to tack up now and start warming up, and I've got about half an hour till my test. So yeah, should be 20 minutes or so to warm up, which is about right. So yeah, quick summary of today. So we went and did the BD Quest competition. There was only 3 of us out of our team today because we couldn't get 4 members. So just for those of you who don't know about Quest, usually there are 7 of you in your pool of riders, and out of those 7, 4 of you usually do each competition, and then the best 3 scores out of those 4 get counted. So it is a bit of a disadvantage to go in with only 3 of you, because it means all of your scores have to count, so you can't drop your lowest score. But anyway, so yeah, it wasn't obviously a great start because of the lorry not starting, so that put us under a little bit of pressure to get there. But yeah, managed to use the battery pack and get it started, and got there in time to read the test for the lady in the other team that I was reading for. And then, as usual, I made a mistake because they missed me off the times originally. For some reason, my Equine events time, booking, it went through and it was all paid for, but for some reason they missed me off on the times list. So I just had it on my phone as a screenshot of the email, and for some reason I had it in my head that my first test was 10:59 and it was actually 10:49. So yeah, that kind of screwed us up a little bit, because my warm-up, I was like, are you running early? Because she was telling me it was my turn to go in next, and I was like, is it running early? And she said, no, we're running to time. And I thought, oh god, you're asking me to go in very early. Yeah, my mistake. Not good. Anyway, so the prelim, which was prelim 7, he went in. It actually was a really nice test. Unfortunately, we had 2 issues in the canter on both reins. So the first one, he went disunited, so I had to come back to trot and start off again. And then on the left canter, he just struck off on the wrong lead, and we had to come back to trot again. But we lost a couple of marks there, but overall I was very pleased with the test. He was definitely more relaxed. I mentioned earlier that I put him on the Equine Edge calmer powder just for a couple of days before the competition, just to see if it would make a difference to the tension, and I do feel he was generally more relaxed. Yeah, he was less sort of tense in the warm-up, and when horses got close to us or spooked near us, he was ignoring it, which was great. So I'm definitely going to give that another go for our next competition, because I think it did genuinely make a difference. So yes, we got some nice comments in the prelim, and our team actually won the Team Quest. So yeah, considering we only had 3 riders, that was really, really good. So well done to my teammates at East Dorset as well for their amazing scores. And then I had about an hour gap, and we did the Novice 28 test, which we was in the indoor. So I had a lot more time to warm up for this one, and I made sure I did actually warm up properly, and I practiced some of the things that I went through with my online. I had an online lesson with Maddi at the Dressage Coach, who is my sponsor. So I'd mentioned I had issues with the warm-up and the tension, so she gave me some really good exercises that we tried in my lesson, which was doing shoulder in to renver to shoulder in to renver, and it just keeps him a little bit more supple around your leg, just keeps his neck from locking up, and he generally just needs that. So it just helps him concentrate a bit more as well, I think. So I did a lot of that in the warm-up, and I think that did definitely help. So thank you, Maddi, for that tip. And yeah, he went into the indoor. As per last time I went to this venue, he did a massive spook at the jumps, because there is a big kind of lock-up area on the side of the arena with all of their jumps and fillers. And he sort of went round the outside between the wall and the boards and was like, oh, what's that, don't like it, and stopped and spooked, and I thought, oh, here we go. But actually, once he went past that once, and then they rang the bell, we had to go straight in for the test, and he went down the centre line, and he was really good. Like, I was so pleased with him. He was pretty relaxed, he got his canter leads correct, and this is quite a difficult test compared to some of the other ones we've done. It's our first time we've done a novice test at BD. We did do a novice test at the Iberian Performance Show, but that wasn't a BD. It was a BD test, but it wasn't a, you know, BD affiliated show, shall we say. So this is the first one we've done at a proper BD show, and we came out with 64.79%. So I was really pleased with that. The judge is, you know, I'd say she's a judge that's known for marking quite sort of firmly, so I think the marking was fair. We got quite a lot of 7s, and we got some 6s, a couple of 5.5s, but generally they were between 6s and 7s. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that, and I think he, you know, he got a really nice couple of comments on there as well. So yeah, we didn't have the best run through of the tests because I had my lesson with Amber, who is my lovely local instructor, and we tried to run through the tests on Tuesday in my weekly lesson in her arena, and unfortunately it literally tipped down with rain. It was torrential, and I had the tests printed out on paper, so we were really struggling because the ink was running and it wasn't really the best practice run. So you know, I think bearing everything in mind, he was really good, and yeah, I'm really pleased. So he came 4th in that second class. There was only 4 of us in the class, but I think the marking, my husband said the winning score was about 67%. So, you know, considering we were just under 65%, there was very little in it. So I'm really chuffed with him. And he was just a really good boy all day, which is all I ever ask and want, really. So yeah, onwards and upwards, and we'll continue on with yeah, our dressage journey, and I think we've got Quest again in a couple of weeks. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hope you've had a good weekend.